Welcome, 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 collectives. My name is Ora-gen, and this is the Ora-gen Channel. I want to welcome you back for another reading, no matter what time of day it is or what day you found this message. I am super grateful that you are here. Guys, today's date is Monday, April 14th of 2025. So you might be seeing some combination of those numbers showing up in your energy. Please do check those numbers in the gematria and in the angel number meaning in association with today's energy. Okay, guys, excuse me. So today's download, very interesting. This one here is from about 2 days ago. So this one came through on April 12th of 2025. Those numbers might also be significant. Also 9:16 a.m. That's when the download was recorded. So you might want to check for those numbers as well. Maybe you're seeing 916 or some derivative of 9 energetically. So this one, I want to first give a shout out to Denver, Colorado. Looks like we have some viewers out that way. There's some energy coming in. That was very significant and specific with this download. Definitely, if the energy from today's reading resonates, no worries. Take the energy as it resonates. So you may not be from Denver, Colorado. You might be someone who just resonates with today's message. So definitely there could be something in here for all who are drawn to today's message, okay? So guys, with that, we're going to jump into the energy. So yes, someone's family member does not want them to use their gifts in front of them. Someone's family member does not want them to use their gifts in front of them. So evidently, collectives, for whomever resonates with this message, when you do something that seems uncanny, extraordinary, bizarre, whatever terms that these energies might use to describe your gifts or what it is you do, it's making them uncomfortable. And I could see in the download, a collectives member was standing in a bedroom and they had done something, and their person was in the bed and was looking at them strangely from the bed. Like they were kind of weirded out and a little annoyed by whatever had just happened. Okay. So that's what's coming through in the download. So we're going to pull some cards and see what messages are coming through from the universe for you in relation to this energy. I do have to say, I did a little bit of research because there was another term that came up along with this download, and I was like, what the heck is that? So something here about milky milks, and I had never heard, and please don't make fun of me in the comments. I had never heard about milky milks and did not know what that was. So evidently it can be like a name for milk or non-milk derivatives like oat milk, soy, or other non-milk options. But also, as I looked into the term milky, I came across a character from a YouTube show, I think called Lanky Box. I had never heard of this. Never heard of it. So it's just like a lot of like satire, like, I don't know if it's satire. It's like these little skits utilizing memes and like, oh my God, what's the name of that? I can't remember the name of it. It's that game that a lot of people played where the characters kind of look like square, and it's like this whole world and you can navigate your characters. I can't remember the name of it, but like it'll come to me later. But basically, like it has that kind of like they're playing games and pretending and doing different things, and there's these characters in the show. One of the characters, because they're like stuffed animal characters that they're like pretending are whole personalities and stuff like that, and one of the characters' names is Milky, so it looks like a big bottle of milk evidently. And Yeah, I didn't even know this existed, and I did research on it, and they sell like plushy toys and different like toy sets associated with this whole show called Lanky Box. So there's the two creators of Lanky Box are YouTubers. And just looking at the names and the dates around this information that came up around the topic Milky, somebody's name might be Adam, somebody's name might be Justin, somebody might have been born, in 1996 or thereabouts. Somebody might like to watch Lanky Box because we had the term Milky Milk come up. So it could be that that was your jam. Maybe you like watching Lanky Box and you're out in Denver, Colorado. I don't know. But there's definitely something here about Lanky Box. Also, a channeled song that came through, really weird. I have zero idea how this fits in. I didn't look deeper into it, but SWV, You're the One for Me. Not because of the song, it just itself, it's because of the lyrics. And I'm just wondering if that fits in with this, or possibly you might be just getting identified as a person who resonates with today's energy because this is your jam. SWV was a group from the 90s, a group like a trio. So maybe the numbers 333 or 3333 are popping up in your energy. It was three feminine energies or three female. So you might be a feminine energy. I don't know, but yeah, SWV, You're the One for Me. So maybe that's something that can help you to identify that this is your message, or you really like the song. Maybe you're somebody who was born in the 90s that's really into old school music. I don't know. But we're going to go on ahead and pull some cards on this energy and see what messages are coming through here so we can see what is going on. So let's pull something here from Sacred Soul Messages. We're going to start there just to see if there's some general information we need to understand. Spirit, what messages do we have here for collectives in association with today's energy? What do we have here? Okay. Big shout out to the subscribers and visitors to the channel. Love and light to you guys. To those who resonate with today's energy, love and light to you as well. Please do hit subscribe, share, like, hit the all button for all messages so you can stay on top of the energy of the collectives. Guys, we have the first card out. Laugh as much as you breathe. Love as long as you live. Have fun, enjoy life, nurture relationships. When this card flew out, I almost had this energy come up in me where I wanted to laugh. Like I literally felt like laughing. So somebody might find Lanky Box funny, or somebody's kind of goofy. I'm I'm picking up somebody's really goofy in the energy. Like that's coming through strong. Somebody is silly. Somebody's a silly bagilly. I don't know. Maybe that's a term you use. To love without expectations is to be in heaven. Release control, make peace with loved ones. This came out in reverse. To love without expectations is to be in heaven. Somebody who is kind of silly or goofy has expectations of somebody. Okay, and so the next card that came out is the moon is bright when it doesn't avoid the night. Hang in there, be patient. You're on the right track. Interesting. Somebody is being encouraged to be patient about something. Something is about to be illuminated. Wow. What is this? This came out in reverse, guys. Life is a balance of holding on and letting go. Stay steady. Go with the flow. Do the right thing. Whoa. Guys, I don't know what's going on here. Especially with the SWV song. Like, I don't know if you guys heard it, but it starts out, I know that you're somebody else's guy, but these feelings that I have for you, I can't deny. Like, it's talking about somebody who wants to be in a relationship with somebody else's person. That's why I thought that was strange coming up. And I'm trying not to judge this energy and just let it flow. But I have somebody who wants to laugh, have a good time here, have fun, enjoy their relationships, that is having a hard time releasing control of something. Like there's some expectations they have and they're having a hard time releasing control. Why am I getting, and please, no judgment here, but I'm getting like third party energy. Okay. I'm just going to tell you that right off the cuff. I just got to give the information the way it comes out. If this part of the reading does not resonate for you, that's okay. This might be for specific collective members and the rest of it might be for you. So that's okay. Just if it doesn't resonate, let it go. But for someone here, somebody's being told to be patient. Okay? And they're being told to be patient because something is in alignment or is on the right track. Something's about to be illuminated. The moon is bright when it doesn't avoid the night. So something about allowing like your light to shine, or something is about to be illuminated about a situation. Okay? And then we had the life is a balance of holding on and letting go. Stay steady, go with the flow, do the right thing. So that's interesting. Something here about balance of holding on and letting go. But somebody is being encouraged to stay steady with something, but also to be easy. So this kind of talks about this other card, the second card that came out, having to do with releasing expectations and to release control. Somebody's controlling in the energy or wants to be controlling of something. They want to laugh. They want to have a good time. They want to be joyful. Something that's attached to that is something that they are trying to hang on to or control. And somebody's being encouraged that, some things are about to be illuminated and they need to find a balance of holding on and letting go and staying on the course that they're supposed to be on. So I don't know, guys. Let's pull on this energy on the table. Let's go with Pink Tarot. I have the Work Your Light deck here. I have Sacred Soul Messages, Wisdom of the Oracle, and Pink Tarot with me today. But we're going to go, that first deck we just pulled from was Sacred Soul Messages. We're going to go to Pink Tarot and see what is going on here. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. So the first area we're pulling on is this area that has to do with laughter, joy, having fun, and nurturing relationships. So we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, guys. Fire sign or Jupiter is on the table. Take the energy as it resonates. Something about bad luck or not being in control of something. Once again, somebody is resistant to change or breaking some sort of cycle. Spirit is looking at this as kind of like a negative phase. So somebody's not, even though the fun and having fun and enjoying is in the upright, it looks like somebody is not having fun. Some sort of bad luck here and a person feeling like something is out of control or they have zero control over something. So maybe you're a person, whomever resonates with this, that likes to have fun and have a good time, but something's going on here that's not fun. Something that you would like to get control of that you have zero control of. We have the Hierophant in reverse. Earth sign or Taurus energy on the table. Something unexpected here. Yeah, there's something unexpected here. And this card is dropping on to love without expectations is to be in heaven. This was in reverse. Somebody needing to release expectations or release control. And then we have we have the energy of the unexpected dropping right on top of that. So that's confirmation. Somebody is not seeing something. Somebody's got like some kind of blind faith about something, or there's a misconception about something. Their personal belief about something is not what it is, and they're needing to release control of it. Wow. What is going on here? Let me see. Okay, now we're pulling on the moon is bright when it doesn't avoid the night. So this is talking about patience and something being illuminated. We have the Hermit in the upright, guys. Earth and Virgo energy on the table. So you might be an earth sign. Okay, you could be a Taurus or a Virgo. If not, take the energy as it resonates. Somebody's doing some kind of like keeping to themselves, some kind of introspection or contemplation. Somebody is seeking the truth. Maybe they're to themselves. Maybe they moved away from a situation and they're trying to contemplate what happened. Or they're sitting by themselves contemplating something. Interesting. Yeah, you're trying to, whomever resonates with this energy, I'm picking up heavily here, excuse me. Heavenly. Something is something would feel heavenly. I don't know. That's interesting that word came out. But I am picking up heavily that whomever resonates with this energy today is looking at something and trying to figure it out. Like they're looking at it and it's not making sense to them. And so they're contemplating. Somebody would like to have control over this because it's uncomfortable. So now, if we go back to the download at the beginning of the reading, this could be your partner or your friend or the person that you're in relationship with or dealing with in some form of relationship, whether it's romantic or non-romantic, being uncomfortable with your gifts. That would make sense. Maybe you're having fun and enjoying yourself, but maybe this energy feels like, it's bad luck. They want to control this. Like they don't like seeing you do what you do. It makes them uncomfortable. Is something negative to them about it. It could also be the other way we could read this energy is, you're having fun and enjoying and just being yourself. And this energy, the way that they behave towards you when you use your gifts or engage with your truest form of yourself, feels like something negative or resistant in the energy. And you don't have any control over that. Something here about your personal beliefs and their personal beliefs, maybe not being in alignment. Okay. And maybe you've been doing some soul searching on how to deal with this inside of your relationship. So there's a few different messages in here, including, if we factor in the song, if the lyrics are symbolic of anything, it could be also there's something in here about a relationship that somebody would like to gain control over, but they're not able to do that at this time. Maybe somebody's already in a relationship. I told you I picked up third party energy. Somebody could be in a relationship and not able to commit to another relationship, and someone might be feeling some kind of way about that. Let's pull on life as a balance of holding on and letting go, Spirit. Life is a balance of holding on and letting go. Let's see what we got here. Messages for the collectives. Life is a balance of holding on and letting go. Thank you, Spirit. Ace of Swords. Well, that's the truth. Spirit just said, yep, life is a balance of holding on and letting go. So we have Ace of Swords here. It's like you're trying to cut through something. Stay steady. You're trying to cut through something. It's something that's very challenging for you. But Spirit says it's the truth. You need to be balanced in the energy. Whomever this resonates with, you need to be a little more balanced in the energy. There's something here you cannot control. Whether it's your person's response to who you are as a person, maybe accepting that and then deciding if the friendship, relationship, or whatever is actually in alignment instead of trying to change the person's response. That might be beneficial. If this is about a relationship and you are wanting someone to move away from someone else because that's what you all have talked about, maybe the relationship is ending over here with this other person and you're wanting to expedite the relationship because you really want, the person to yourself, but the other person has loose ends to tie up before they can leave the relationship, you may have to be patient about that. Okay. So there's a lot of acceptance in here and being patient. If something is for you, then the time it takes is the time it takes. That's the energy I'm getting here. So it's something you're having to sit with that is challenging for you due to having to be patient. And there's some aspect of yourself that I'm picking up, whomever resonates with this, you're wanting to try to control this matter. And Spirit is saying, this is outside of your control. You're going to need to be patient. And maybe sitting to yourself and contemplating and reflecting could actually be helpful right now if you utilize it in the right way. If there's something you're processing or waiting on, journaling or doing things that help you to ground out while you're waiting on it. Yeah, I just saw the devil card, something about shadow self and attachments to things. Okay. Maybe you've got really attached looking at a situation a certain way. We don't have control over others. Sometimes people see things our way or are ready to move on something, whichever part of the story you resonate with, and sometimes they're not. So this could also be a message about, somebody's relationship kind of having a lot of problems and ending due to there being a difference of viewpoint, basically irreconcilable differences. That could be that as well, too. Yeah. Wow. I have the Eight of Cups here, potentially water sign or Pisces, but there's some sort of disappointment. And it's like you're walking away from something or thinking about walking away or leaving something behind. Thank you, Spirit. Seven of Pentacles, more earth energy. Somebody here is most certainly an earth sign. Okay. Potentially a Taurus, a Virgo. Somebody listening has that sign highly aspected in their chart, or they are flat out a Taurus or a Virgo. But you're walking away from something you put a lot of hard work and effort into. Seven of Pentacles upright. You had a long-term view, or you're thinking about walking away from something that you put a lot of hard work into, something that you had a long-term view towards. You invested in this. I can see why this is challenging for you. And maybe that's, maybe that's where the SWV song is coming in. If it isn't just symbolic of somebody liking that song, it could be that there's some sort of third-party energy here, guys. I mean, that wouldn't have been, maybe it's about like two people who are in a relationship for that portion of the message who don't really resonate because somebody is really tapped in with their gifts and, open to new earth energies and kind of going in a different direction than their person. And their person is just like confused by it. They don't resonate with that. And so maybe there's some third party energy there. Maybe there's been for a while. I don't know. But somebody is thinking about walking away from something. This could be you or this could be your person. This could also be a friendship as well, But it's some sort of intimate relationship, either a friendship or a partner or a spouse or something like that. I'm not picking up this is a business thing. Wow. We have the Star in reverse. Air sign or Aquarius. Overall, just, talking about the meanings, potential meanings of the star in reverse, it could be something that you're not believing in any longer. Okay. Something that doesn't light you up any longer. You're feeling some sort of discouragement or insecurity or a disconnect from something, which totally makes sense with the energy on the table. Whatever happened here with your person who is not, you guys are not vibing out, maybe due to your ascension and the things that you're doing associated with your gifts, people are feeling disappointed and like walking away. And this could be a long-term relationship, whatever kind of relationship it is. This might be a long-term relationship that people are feeling discouraged about, okay, or a lack of connection with, like they're feeling disconnected from it. Wow. Any other messages here from the tarot for the collectives? We're going to go into some encouraging information here because there's something here about patience. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. Oh, and I feel it. At the beginning of the reading, I could tell you're somebody that enjoys being jovial, joyful, excited about life. Like you like to laugh and have fun. And this situation's been really draining because as soon as I got into like more of the in-depth energy behind this, I just started feeling an energy that feels like you're anxious, you're sad, you're struggling to make sense out of this and figure out what it is you need to do. And then I have the 10 of Pentacles, more earth energy, Virgo. Take the energy as it resonates. Some sort of financial failure here, or lack of success and stability in general. I mean, Pentacles can represent money, or it can represent resources or the value of something in your eyes. Something valuable here, which looks like this relationship, whatever kind of relationship it is or was, is something you invested in. A long-term relationship that you got discouraged about and feel insecure about. And there's a lot of disconnection in the relationship, confirmation. So there's something here that it feels like a loss, a lack of stability, like you lost something very valuable here. Any other messages here? Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, something here about, we have 10 of Cups upright, water sign and Pisces on the table again. Something here about you having everything that you want. There's something that you want that you're not able to get from this interaction, guys. That's what I'm seeing. You want the 10 of Cups with this energy, but something is not working. Okay. So let's go into our next deck here. I'm just going to grab my tea. Let's see. Let's go into Wisdom of the Oracle. I want to pull on this 10 of Cups here and see what Spirit is saying about this. Let's get like 3 messages for the collectives here on this 10 of Cups here. And so we're in the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Let's pull on this 10 of Cups. This is what you want. I'm looking at on the table what you've been getting. Okay, now we're going to talk about what you want. 10 of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. So we have the Observer card. Number 49 is on the table. The Observer card. Thank you, Spirit. We have Chaos and Conflict, number 33, in reverse. One more card, please, Spirit. Round and Round. Wow, that's in the upright. Thank you, Spirit. So, geez Louise. You've been observing chaos and conflict here in this relationship. You are fully aware of it. Okay. So there's some things that are going to be illuminated to you about whatever's going on here in the relationship, but you've been looking at and understand what you're seeing. Chaos and conflict is in reverse. So, and that's number 33, guys. So you might be seeing 3333 or 333, number 49, and then number 25. Those are numbers that might be popping up in your energy potentially. But you can also see that this situation just keeps going on and on and on and on. Because on the Round and Round card, we have like the infinite Fibonacci sequence on the card. It is expressed in the artwork as like a shell-like image made of energy that just keeps going, spiraling into the universe. And there's a spirit guide kind of in there. So you're being informed here, guys, that you're fully aware of the issues with this situation that you're in. And it's just been continuing. This is why you're in this, Eight of Cups energy upright and looking at potentially just walking away from this, even though Seven of Pentacles, you've put a lot of long-term work into this. This is a long-term relationship, but you're feeling disappointment. You're feeling disconnected or discouraged about this relationship. There's reasons for that. It sounds like something is not resonating or is not a match. And what you really want is the Ten of Cups. So I guess you can kind of see where this is going, right? Let's go to Work Your Light and let's get a closing message here for you guys, because I got a couple more appointments before I close my day out. So we're going to go on ahead and see what Spirit has. Can you give us a message, Spirit, that can encourage collectives here? What they really want is the Ten of Cups. What do they need to do? What do they need to do about this energy? And we have like 3 or 4 different stories inside of this message, guys. But let's see if we can get some general energy here on what they can do. Spirit, thank you. Wow. Guys, oh my goodness. So I have the Answer the Call card. What is your soul calling you to do? Spirit's telling you, I'm going to set this right next to the Ten of Cups. You want the Ten of Cups? You need to answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Spirit is leaving that answer right in your hands. Sounds like a lot of you know exactly. And I have God bumps. A lot of you already know what it is you need to do. Okay, I'm going to read the thing for the guidebook for Answer the Call. Here we go. Answer the call. So, okay, this is what the guidebook says. What is your soul calling you to do? Your guidance is divinely guided. You are being called to answer the call of your soul. It might be scary. It might not make sense. But if you trust your soul's yearnings, you will live a life beyond what your mind could possibly imagine. Answering your soul's call is not a one-time thing, rather a lifelong dance. Deep down, you already know what you long for, what your soul yearns for. Okay? So then it says, whatever you are called to do, this is your calling. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for permission. Just say yes. Most people are waiting for a step-by-step plan before they take the first step. But intuition doesn't work like that. It takes faith and courage to answer the calls of your soul. And that's why most people don't do it. But you are not most people. You are in exactly the right place to answer your calling now. You don't need to know the whole plan. You don't even need to know where it's leading. You just need to take the next step. No one has ever had the complete, perfect plan. There is no end destination. There is no right or wrong way to do it, and you do not need permission from anyone else. Sometimes, the more resistance we have around answering a soul calling, the more important it is to our soul's growth. So here's your Work Your Light inquiry that you can ask of yourself this week, collectives. What is your soul calling you to do? That's the question I want to leave with you guys. Because what that tells me is Spirit can see that you already know what you need to do here. Either you're going to have to be patient, if that's your story, in waiting on your person to be totally free from whatever it is that they are engaged with at this time, before you can interact fully with them and allow things to be illuminated as that happens naturally. Or somebody is going to have to take their hands off the steering wheel a little bit and let Spirit grab control of the wheel, because the overly controlling energy is like you don't even really know where you're driving the car yet, and you're trying to control its destination, right? Either way this story comes up for you, whether it's about a friend or a partner that just doesn't get you, that you're feeling like walking away from, whether you're a third party situation, I guess just by virtue of the fact that like your person isn't completely free from the relationship. I'm picking up the relationship might be ending already, but there might be some patience here needed while that's happening. Whichever your situation is, you are being asked to focus on that call that is coming from your soul. And that might even be something that's being really aroused and awakened by your spirit team and your guides. They may be speaking to you and asking you to move yourself into a different position, potentially, to help yourself with whatever this is you're going to do with your gifts and abilities. So that's what I have for you guys today with this reading. Definitely, if this resonated or you're going through this, feel free to leave a comment. If you would like a reading to go deeper into how you can navigate this situation specifically for your energy, feel free to email me. My email is in the description right up underneath the video. And you can email me and we can set up a personal reading where we can go into this and understand more about how to help you move forward. But guys, that's what I have for you today. So grateful to have had a moment to be with you on this most excellent Monday. I hope your week is off to a good start, or whatever time of day or day that you found this message. It is a timeless reading. So I want to send so much love, light, and support to those who resonate with today's energy. Once again, my name is Ora-gen, and this is the Ora-gen Channel, and I look forward to being with you in the next reading.